Once in 1964, when I was 17 years old, I began to observe this thing that was made of copper. The Romans did something similar a long time ago, during the decline of their empire. So what they were doing when they put copper in this thing is a law called Gresham's Law. It means that bad money drives out good money from circulation. So this money was hidden. I had bags of it. I used to go to places like Cadiz and exchange my dollars, go to the bank, withdraw all the money and hide it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 17, you know? I wasn't the brightest kid in the neighborhood, but I knew this was fake. I already knew this was fake. Then, when I came back from school a year later, my mother spent the money. She said, anyway, poor people don't know what real money is and what fake money is. So, what happened in 1971 is that this became a debt. So, in our company, our rich dad encouraged people to use debt. In today's video, we bring you a speech by Robert Kiyosaki sharing his perspective on current money, or as he calls it, fake money, and some recommendations he makes to keep your capital safe. Continuing, I'm one of the few people who absolutely despises cash to buy gold. You would think otherwise, that I couldn't wait to have cash, but banks don't want it. Try depositing $20,000 or $50,000 in cash, they'll refuse and say we need to do this and that, present this form, and do that other thing. I prefer to have a bank transfer than cash anytime. I started investing in silver in 1964 when I was in high school. And, I saw that those 10-cent coins had a touch of copper. I said, what are they doing with this? This is what they call fake money. What they did in 1964 was remove the silver from the silver coins. That's where the truth law comes into play, which says that when fake or bad money enters the system, good money hides. I was about 15 or 16 years old in 1964, and I thought, what are they doing? So I started taking my dollars to buy packs of 10-cent coins, examining them, taking out all the ones that had copper, returning them to the bank, and keeping the silver ones. When I went to college, I had a bag full of real silver coins. I didn't know why, but that's Gresham's Law. Let's say you acquire $1 million or $2 million in cash that banks don't want to accept. When that currency is repudiated, I'll be stuck. Just as it happened to people in Germany twice in the 20th century, wheeling carts full of German marks to buy a basket of food. And that's the counterfeit currency that brought Hitler to power, the Weimar Republic, and all that. Every time there's fake money, tyrants emerge because people know something is wrong. The problem is that our educational system has brainwashed us into believing that this is money. But this isn't fiat currency, this is fake. What's ruining people nowadays is that they believe this is real when, in fact, it's false. Distribution and accumulation. The price of gold is low, and I'm accumulating gold, silver, or oil. I've been accumulating since 1972. I own more gold than most people. More than most gurus on television. I own gold mines, silver mines because I believe in it, because that's God's money. While this is fake money, the reason people buy Bitcoin is the same reason I buy this because I don't trust it. It's the same reason. I want to say one last thing. I want to say that these academic geniuses like Bernanke, the PhDs in academia, have destroyed our economy. Bernanke destroyed our economy by lowering interest rates so much and printing money. Now, we are the biggest debtor nation in world history, and they give us the Nobel Prize. What's happening to our country? What's happening to us? Supposedly, we've been the world's reserve currency since 1944. Why don't we teach that to children? Why is our educational system so corrupt? But that's the story of rich debt and poor debt. Poor people don't know the difference between real money and fake money, and that's what matters. So, in 1971, it used to be a silver certificate, now it's an IOU from the Federal Reserve. And then in 1971, Nixon took the gold out of it. Johnson took it out of the silver certificate. Yes, I remember, I told this story the other night. I remember being in 1964, sitting in front of the television. Johnson appeared and said, "Silver has become too valuable to be used as money." And at that moment, my father said, "This guy is going to take the silver away and leave us with this junk currency." And even though I didn't fully understand it, I got the gist at that moment. I started hoarding silver coins. I had about $8,000 worth of silver coins when I sold them in 1980. Yes, I was in South Carolina, where I have a house, and this guy said his father ran the theater, and his father simply said, "They're taking all the silver coins out." The lesson, once again, is that poor people don't know there's real money and fake money. And that's why in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I said that the rich don't work for money because it's fake. The good news is that the number one investment everyone in the world can afford is silver, everyone. And that's the good news. But most people don't buy it. I'll say it again. In the 80s, I remember buying silver at $50, and I thought it was a good idea. You know, I think it crashed, so I bought more. And today I have tons of it. I have a silver mine, I have gold mines, I have tons. Of course, I don't have them with me. They're in storage vaults around the world because I don't trust the United States government. Anything the government can print, I don't want. It's as simple as that. Numismatics are old coins, you know? You have to be an expert in that, but often you go to a gold dealer. I go to Jerry Williams at American Press Metals, and he has them, but he won't sell them to me because I know better. Yes, it's like saying, well, this 1956 Ford is worth this much. But I don't know anything about 1956 Fords. It might be, might not be, but I just want liquidity. I don't want to know about potential value and all these other reasons. Anyone trying to sell you a numismatic wouldn't say to run away, but it's better to educate yourself before buying something. The most important thing about gold and silver is that they are global money. It's global currency. You can take it anywhere in the world and there's a market for it. It's liquid. I can get in and out in a day. The problem with real estate, and I love real estate, as you know, is that real estate is available for a different reason. It's debt and taxes. I buy a lot of real estate with debt and don't pay taxes, but I store my money. I don't store dollars, I store gold and silver now. If I need money, I can go to Jerry Williams at American Press Metals, and I can liquidate. I'll be liquid that day. He'll give me cash for it. That's liquidity, whereas real estate isn't liquid. Those are some of the important differences. The teachings shared by Robert Kiyosaki illuminate the fundamental distinction between real and counterfeit money, revealing the pitfalls of blindly accepting what society deems as currency. The emphasis placed on silver and gold as timeless forms of global currency underscores their intrinsic value and liquidity, providing a safeguard against the uncertainties of fiat money. Understanding the principles behind investments, whether in precious metals or real estate, requires continuous improvement of our financial education to empower us to make the best decisions. Kiyosaki's lessons serve as a reminder that education and awareness are crucial for navigating the complexities of modern finances. By discerning between assets that retain value and those that depreciate due to inflation and government manipulation, individuals can better protect their wealth and financial security. The message extends beyond monetary systems, advocating for a deeper comprehension of wealth-building strategies and the preservation of true value amidst an ever-changing economic landscape. I hope today's teachings from the great Robert Kiyosaki have helped you, and we hope you enjoyed another video from the channel. If you liked it, leave a like to show support and subscribe to be notified whenever new videos are released. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.